السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، ولا عقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد. Welcome to Quranic Arabic Academy, Arabic Grammar Made Easy, lesson number 10. In the previous lessons, we've learned the 14 sigas or the forms of fi'l al-madi. Then we have learned how to make fi'l madi emphatic, making the fi'l madi strong by using the particle qad. And to make more emphatic, we use the lam ta'kid with qad, which is laqad. So qad and laqad comes front of al-madi to make fi'l madi emphatic, to give us indeed or surely meaning. In the last lesson, we have learned how to make fi'l al-madi negative, means he did not do the action, by adding the particle ma front of fi'l al-madi. As we've said, there's many types of ma, so we'll be learning all the ma's. So one of the tip we've learned, if ma comes front of al-madi, ma comes at the beginning of jumla fi'liya, most probably this ma will be ma negative. And if ma comes in the middle of the sentence, that ma will give us the meaning of alladhi, which is called ma mawsula. There's another type of ma that comes for asking question. We'll be learning all the ma's, inshallah. Today's lesson number 10. Today's lesson, again, very simple, will be easy as well. When we look at the first siga of fi'l al-madi, I said look for the middle letter. Sometimes middle letter will have a fatha, sometimes middle letter will have a kasra, and sometimes middle letter will be dhamma. The middle letter dhamma is not much. Middle letter fatha more. Then second place comes middle letter kasra. Middle letter dhamma is not much, very little. Sometimes the middle letter will be alif. So when the middle letter is alif, those type of fi'l, we call it Ajwaf. So today we will learn how to conjugate the Ajwaf fi'l. So let's go to the lesson and let's see what we have. Lesson number 10, Ajwaf. In a three-letter verb, if the middle letter is an alif, and if the middle letter is an alif, it has been changed from waw or ya. So this alif is not the original letter. The original letter either would be waw or would be ya. and alif was changed from one of these two letters, is called Ajwaf. How does it change? There are some rules. We're not going to learn the rules in this lesson. Maybe later the lessons we'll learn the rules. But just remember, any three-letter verb, if the middle letter is alif, just remember this much, this alif has been changed either from waw or from ya. So as soon as we see the middle letter alif, we will know this type of fi'l is called ajwaf. Some of the sigas of ajwaf in al-fi'l al-madi are different from the normal sigas. Okay? Like when we learned fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, fa'alata, fa'alna, fa'alta, fa'altuma, fa'altum, fa'alti, fa'altuma, فعلتن فعلت فعلنا. The normal sigas will follow this pattern. But ajwaf fails. Some of the sigas will not follow the normal pattern, normal sigas. It's very important to know what are the changes. What are the patterns? So we have some ajwab verbs. The famous one, qala. Here we see the middle letter alif. So this alif has been changed. Either it was waw or it was ya. So what was it? At the moment, we're not concerned about that, as long as we see the middle letter alif. In the Quran, it comes 1,719 times. Qala, to say. Next, kana. Again, middle letter alif is ajwaf. To be. It comes 1,361 times in the Quran. Not only this form, not only this siga, in different sigas, total is 1,361 times. Regarding kana, just remember one thing. Kana, although it is a fail, but it comes with jumla ismiya. We haven't learned jumla ismiya yet, but remember this. Kana, although it's a fail, but this comes with jumla ismiya. Next, taba, to repent. Next we have dhaqa, to taste. Next, faza, to succeed or to gain victory. Next, qama, to stand or to rise. Mata, to die. Khafa, to be afraid. Zada, to increase. Kada, to plot against. Sha'a, to will, to wish. Sa'a, to be evil. Another famous verse, Ja'a, to come. 236 times. So here we see the middle letter alif. This alif either was changed from waw or from ya. Now all these fails will also come in the groups. We have Nasara group, we have Fataha group, we have Daraba group, we have Sami'a group, and Karuma group. So 5 groups we have for the fail. So some of these fail can come from Nasara group. Some of these Ajwa fail can come Fatha group. Some of them will come from Daraba group. Some of them will come from Sami'a group, and some maybe not Karuma. So remember, these fails also will be in the group. Okay, so memorize these verbs. They are called Ajwaf when the middle letter is an alif. Qala, to say. Kana, to be. Taba, to repent. Dhaqa, to taste. Faza, to succeed, to gain victory. Qama, to stand up, to rise. Mata, to die. Khafa, to be afraid. Zada, to increase. Kada, to plot against. Sha'a, to will, to wish. Sa'a, to be evil. Ja'a, to come. So in this list, the total words comes in the Quran 4,118 times. Lot of words. Only how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. When we learn 13 fails, we're able to translate 4,118 times in different forms. Okay, let's take the qala and put in the chart of fail al-madi and do the 14 forms. Figure in the keyboard. The qala, the first figure we already have. Qala. To make muthanna, what do we need? We need the fa'il as a damir, which is alif. Qala. For jama mudhakkar, third person, we need the waw, the damir. But before waw demands dhamma, we put dhamma. Qalu, the alif is written with it. Then to make it muannas, we need the sakin, qalat. To make it muthanna, we put the ta first to make it muannas, and that alif is for the fa'il. Qalata. Here where the changes comes, from here all the way to the end, the changes comes. So the first letter qaf, till here we're having fatha, 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 fatha. Qala, qala, qalu, qalat, qalata. From here, the qaf will have a dhamma. The last letter has a sukoon, qul, and the noon niswa for the fa'il. Qulna. Okay, so from here the changes happens. Qulna. If the middle letter original, if it was wow, yep. So how would we know the original letter was wow or yeah? Maybe later on we learn the rules, but now we remember this chart of fail al-madi. Qulna. They all women said. Qulna. قل, we add the damirs to make the fa'il. قلت, قلتما. Remember, the file will not change. Doesn't matter, you bring any types of file, the file will not change. Otherwise, we don't know the file. The file always stay the same. قلتم, you all, male said. قلتِ, قلتما, قلتن, you all women said. For واحد مذكر and مؤنث متكلم, we need the damir of متكلم, which is two. قلت, I said. And for jama mutakallim, we need na, the file. قلنا. So this is what we have the chart of أجوف, of al-fi'l al-madi. Let's go through it. Memorize al-madi of أجوف. قال, قالا, قالوا, قالت, قالتا, قلنا. I missed the fatha over here, even though we know the rule. There's alif there, alif demands fatha before it. Even I don't have fatha, still I'll pronounce it. قالتا, قلنا. قلت, قلتما, قلتم, قلتِ, قلتما, قلتن, قلت, قلنا. Okay, I hope you understood. So any fail we see the middle letter alif, those type of fails are called ajwaf. This alif either was changed from waw or ya, and apply some rules. We'll get to these sigas. Let's take another fail, kana. Okay. The kana, put it this way. All the ajwaf that comes from the group nasara will be in this pattern. Or the group that comes from bab, the group nasara, will follow this pattern. If we take kana, kana, maybe I just have to change those first few letters. Kanu, kanat, kanata. Now, when we, in the beginning, first lesson, we've learned in Arabic, double letter is not written. We have kunna. One noon is for the kana, fail. Another noon is for the nun niswa. So two letters are not written. The same two letters are not written in Arabic. Instead, we have a shadda, not here, at the end. Kunna. So from here all the way to the end, the first letter will have a dhamma. كنت كنتما كنتم كنت كنتما ومخاطب مثنى وجمع مخاطب كنتن for واحد متكلم كنت again كن one noon is for the فعل another noon is for the متكلم جمع so you write one noon and put شدة كنا. We have 14 forms of أجوف from the فعل كان كانا كانوا كانت كانتا كنا كنت كنتما كنتم كنت كنتما كنتن كنت كنا. Okay, so any أجوف files coming from the group نصر will follow this pattern. So we will know the alif original was wow. What if the alif original was ya? Yeah. So some of them, if they come from the group daraba, most probably the middle letter was ya. So let's do that as well. If the middle letter was ya, again, how would we know? We're not learning the rules now. We're just learning if we see the fail, this is how we're going to conjugate. جاء. The middle letter is alif. It is ajwaf, but this middle letter alif was changed from ya. The original was ya, and this will come from the group bab daraba. So jaa, jaa, okay, what is that? Hamza. I'm looking for the Hamza. This, no, bear with me. I know it's one of the key. Let me just press few keys so we know which one is it. I knew this. How can I forget? جاءوا. The Hamza, there's many ways of writing Hamza. Remember, Hamza always needs a chair. Sometimes the chair could be alif. if it is beginning of the word, Hamza could be wow, a chair, sometimes middle of a word, and the chair for Hamza also yeah, end of the word. Okay. So جاءوا. I was looking for one of these to be the Hamza. Yeah. Okay, later I'll see. Just for now, just for now, we'll write this Hamza, okay? فجاءت جاءتا yeah, these are right. Yeah. جاءت واحد مؤنث غائب. جاءتا مثنى مؤنث غائب. جمع مؤنث غائب. From here, the change, we'll see the change. Yeah. Now, this time, because the original letter was ya, when we apply some rules, it will get a kasra. Will get a kasra. Ji'na. After the lesson, I look for the key for the proper way of writing. Because we need to finish the class quickly. So ji'na, this is not the way of writing. I'm just okay. I cannot find the key, so I'm just putting the hamza there. Ji'na. Remember, from here the first letter will get a kasra. If it's from a group of nasara, the first letter will get a dhamma, and from the group daraba, or if you know the original was ya, then it will get a kasra. Ji'na. Ji'ta. Ji'tuma. جئتم. جئت. جئتما. جئتن. You all women came. I came. جئت. And we came. Do we need a tashdid now? No, we don't, because we don't have two letters the same. So just dana. جئنا. Okay, so this is the فعل ماضي of the فعل جاء. جاء جاء جاءوا جاءت جاءتا جئنا جئت جئتما جئتم جئت جئتما جئتن جئت جئنا. Right. All right. So we went through three fails. One is قال. Let's go through once more. قال قال قالوا قالت قالتا قلنا. As soon as you come this siga, remember the first letter dhamma. قلت قلتما قلتم قلتي قلتما قلتن قلت قلنا. And كان كان كانا كانوا كانت كانتا كنا كنت كنتما كنتم كنتِ كنتما كنتن كنت كنا. جاء جاء جاءوا جاءت جاءتا جئنا جئت جئتما جئتم جئتِ جئتما جئتن جئت I came جئنا we came. So let's look at some examples from the Quran. I have examples from the fi'l قال and كان. إذ قال الله يا عيسى. Any fi'l, it is in حالة الرفع, it will be the fa'il. إذ means when. When Allah said, Ya means oh, is a calling word. Isa. So in a way, we can call it maf'ul. But for the fi'l qala, we don't call maf'ul, we call something else. But just for us understanding, we'll call it maf'ul. Next, وَإِذَا قَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ. The ism Ibrahim is in halat al-rafa, that is the fa'il. We'll know the doer, Ibrahim alayhi salam said. وَإِذَا قَالَ مُوسَى لِقَوْمِهِ. Although the ism Musa, it doesn't have a dhamma, but from the context, we know it is the fa'il. Qawm means people, and the damir ha, his people. When Musa said to his people. قالوا جمع مذكر غائب. The waw is the fa'il. They said. What did they say? سمعنا. Another verb. Na is the fa'il. We heard. وأطعنا. So أطاع, another fail, which is a four-letter word. We haven't done four-letter word of fail yet, but when example comes, remember أطاع, to obey. أطاع. So أطعنا, we obeyed. قالوا, they said. سمعنا, we heard. وأطعنا, and obeyed. إذ قالت امرأة عمران. قالت امرأة, woman. قالت, which is the واحد مؤنث غائب صيغة. قالت, what is the kasra doing here? Remember, when the next word has an alif, That is called Hamzatul Wasl. You join and read. So to join and read, because when we have a sukoon here, and also the meme also having sukoon. Actually, it was the alif will have a kasra that becomes the hamza. It was imra'atun, imra'atun. And the alif here is called hamzatul wasl. When you read, you connect the previous word to this word together. So hamza is not read. Now we have two sukoons together. That's called ijtima sakinain. Ijtima, coming together, sakinain, two sukoons. Two sukoon, ijtima, together. We cannot have that. So we need to put a haraka on the first sakin letter, and we always, 99 of the times, we put a kasra. It's a requirement. We need a haraka in it. It's a requirement. When there's requirement of putting haraka, most of the time we put kasra. إذ قالت امرأة عمران. When normally translation will be, literally translation will be woman of Imran, but we know his wife. When the wife of Imran said. Next, وإذ قالت الملائكة يا مريم. Again, we need kasra because two sukuns are coming together. وإذ قالت الملائكة يا مريم. When we read the Quran is also a grammar book. Quran teaches us Arabic grammar. So when the grammarian, when they give examples, they give example from the Quran to make their rules they've made to be solid. They give Quranic examples. The point I'm making here is the Quran will also teach us isms, mudhakkar or muannas. Quran will teach us that. We just concentrate a little bit, we will know if the ism used as mudhakkar or muannas. Look over here. قالت. The muannas siga is coming. Why? Al-malaikatu. Because of malaikatu. Again, malaika we know meaning is angels. But angels muannas. If you remember my tip yesterday, where I said it is the plural form of malakun. Malak is angel. Plural, malaikatu. We don't look at the plural. We always look at the wahid form of it. The singular is singular mudhakkar and muannas. So if you look singular is malakun, there is no signs of muannas, so it is mudhakkar. So why is that muannas siga used here? Does anyone remember, or do anyone remember what we learned in the last lesson? The malakun is mudhakkar. Why is it qalat muannas used here? Siga muannas. Do anyone remember? I give you a clue. It's something to do with, yes, plurality. Jama mukassar. See, malakun, when it comes to jama, the pattern of singular breaks, which is called a broken plural. Al-malaikatu, although the ta is coming at the end, this ta is not the sign of muannas. It is not the sign of muannas. This letter is part of this word, malaikatu. The ta is not muannas ta. Muannas is because broken plural. And all broken plural are considered singular muannas, wahid muannas. And when the angels said, O Maryam. Next. وَإِذْ قَالَتْ أُمَّةٌ. This is the fa'il, minhum, from them. Yes, here, ummatun, the ta is the sign of muannas. وَإِذْ قَالَتْ أُمَّةٌ مِّنْهُمْ, when a group of them said, a nation, whatever you want to translate. Next, وَقَالَتِ الْيَهُودُ. وَقَالَتِ الْيَهُودُ. Over here, why is قالت muannas used? Quran teaches us the word Yahud is muannas, although there is no signs of muannas here. And Yahud, it is not a plural word. Okay? It is a collective noun, we call it. That includes everyone. And when Yahud said, next, وَمَا كَانَ مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ. Here the ma is coming to make kana negative, manfi. This ma will give us negative meaning. Kana, what is the fa'il? Do you see any ism in halat rafa? No. So the huwa is the fa'il, and he was not, you can say, one of the mushrik, and he was not a mushrik, and he was not among the mushriks. Talking about Ibrahim alayhi salam. وما كان من المشركين. Next, كان الناس أمة واحدة. What is the fa'il? الناس is coming as a حالة الرفع. What is the maf'ul? أمة coming as in حالة النصب. But remember what I said? كان, although it is a fail, but it's not a jumla failiyah. Fail, kana comes on jumla ismiya. So if we take the kana away, this jumla is starting with an ism, an-nasu, starting with ism. So kana comes with jumla ismiya, but we're not going to call the fa'il. When we learn jumla ismiya, we talk about more on this. Just remember now, when kana comes, next ism will be in halatul rafa, but it's not going to call the fa'il because it's not jumla fa'liya, is it? The ism that is in halatul rafa, it will call ism of kana, ismu kana, ism of kana, and the ism is in halatul rafa. It's not the maf'ul. It is called khabru kana, khabar of kana. Although it will act like, the ism will act like fa'il, it will be in halatul rafa, and the khabar of kana, it will be in halatul nasb, it will act like maf'ul, but it is not maf'ul. Because kana, it is called fa'il naqis, not fully fa'il. Okay. ناقص means not fully fail. So only fully fails will have fa'il and maf'ul. There's a group of these verbs. They are called fail naqis. Those of you learned Arabic before, you know kana and his sisters. Kana wa khawatuha. The fail naqis don't have fa'il or maf'ul. Instead, they are called ismu kana and khabru kana. كان الناس أمة واحدة. The واحدة is a description of أمة. We will learn description follows the i'rab, the ism before it. The ism is described. People were one nation. Next. وكان الله عليما حكيما. See again over here. He loves Allah. He's in حالة الرفاء because اسم كان. عليما حالة النصب because of خبر كان. So عليما, then حكيما. Is حكيما following the i'rab on the last letter of عليما? Is it following? Remember, only description ism will follow. The ism is describing. So is حكيما describing عليما? No. So حكيما is an second khabar of kana. First khabar is aliman, halatul nasb. Hakiman, second khabar. So giving us two information about Allah. So only describing isms will follow the i'rab of the ism it is describing. Again, those of you who learned Arabic, it's called موصوف صفت or نعت المنعوت. We'll learn this later, inshallah. And Allah, kana to be, the meaning of kana is to be. In the past tense, was. But remember, when kana comes with the loves Allah, always, not in the past. Okay? Continuous, always. So in English, we'll translate is. Allah was, He is, He will be. Aliman. He was Hakiman. He is Hakim now. He will remain Hakiman forever. So we don't translate was with the loves Allah. Okay? Allah is Aliman, knowing, Hakiman, wise. So sometimes we add all. Allah is Allah. So Allah is all-knowing, all-wise. Okay, next. وَمَا ظَلَمُونَا. We had this example yesterday. وَمَا ظَلَمُونَا. And they did not do wrong to us. وَلَكِنْ كَانُوا. What is the ism of kana? كَانُوا. Anyone telling me, where is the ism of kana here? In other words, the file. But remember, file, kana does not have a file. Instead, it has ism. Okay, the waw is the ism of kana. For other verbs, it will be the file. Anfusa, it is having a fatahalat nasb, the khabar of kana. Walakin kanu, but they did or they're doing wrong to themselves. Next, كنتم خير أمة. كنتم, you, خير أمة. Again, from the context, I'm going to translate the present. You are the best nation. أخرجت للناس. أخرج, another verb, four-letter verb. أخرجت للناس were brought for people. So we have the فعل كنتم here. Next, قد كنت فينا. Why did the قد come here? To make the فعل strong. قد كنت فينا. You were فينا, with us. Next, وقد كنت بصيرا. On the day of judgment, some people will be raised up blind. But this is when he will say, لما حشرتني أعمى. Wallah, why did you resurrect me? Why did you raise me blind? وقد كنت بصيرا. Surely I was eye-sighted in the world. I could see. I wasn't blind in the world. وقد كنت بصيرا. I was eye-sighted. Okay, last one. كنت ترابا. In Surah number عما يتساءلون, at the end, when after everything, Allah judged everything, the animals, as we know from the hadith, will turn into mud. So the kafir will wish, and he will say, Kuntu turaba. I wish I was mud. Kuntu. So these were the examples from Quran. I'm sure we're all able to translate when we read the Quran and some of these fail comes, inshallah. Okay, so let's end the lesson here today, inshallah. We'll see you in the next lesson. So memorize these sigas of fail al-madi, the fail of Ajwaf. What is Ajwaf? Any fail we see the middle letter alif, it is either been changed from waw or ya to the original. If the middle letter is waw or the middle letter is ya, is called Ajwaf. But for now, we just remember if the middle letter is alif, it is Ajwaf, and this is how we conjugate. Some from the Jama Muannas Ghaib Sigha, the first letter will have a Dhamma, and some the first letter will have a Kasra, for example, the Fi'l Ja'a will have a Kasra. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.